How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in today. For today's detail, I have a 2013 Honda Accord that is here for a full detail. This car is getting a paint correction and ceramic coating at the same time. If you are new to the channel, guys, please do consider subscribing. It takes only a second. And if you do enjoy the video, guys, please like the video and comment down below. So just like always, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the show. First off, I'm going to give this car a full deep wash and I will explain all the tools that I'm using and the products as well. I have a Stanley 1900 PSI pressure washer, which is more than enough to wash a car properly. And first step that I do on these wheels is that I use iron remover. In my details, I always wash the wheels first because they are the dirtiest part of the car, and I use Meguiar's iron decon that I put in this chemical spray bottle, which is not really good bottles. These bottles, the heads go out really fast, they don't spray properly, but anyhow, I use these for time being. And this iron decon is really good and it breaks down all the iron particles on the wheels and the paint as well. You can use this on the paint as well. And next I use P&S brake buster on the wheels and super clean degreaser on the tires. This combo works the best and gets me good results. Sorry about the wind noise, guys, it was super windy that day. So guys, this is how I do wheel cleaning. For the wheel wells, I use super clean degreaser that is really good to work on the wheel wells. It cleans them really well. And for the rear wheel wells that are carpeted, wheel liners in them, I use the pressure washer and let it go ham on them. It just takes all that dirt that is sitting in there and it just washes it off. Next step, before the pre-wash rinse, I use P&S Bug Off. This dissolves all the bug guts that are sticking to the front bumper or the grill or anywhere, and it makes the pressure washing easy. By the way, all the links to the tools and the items, the products, everything that I'm talking about are all in the description down below, and you can click on them and check them out for yourself. If you don't find any of these items, just comment below and I will throw a link out there. So this car had not been washed since the winter ended and dirt was sticking to the paint, guys. It was just on there. So I use an all-purpose cleaner before doing the pre-wash rinse and let it dwell onto the paint for like few minutes and then rinse it off. And guys, when I am working in the heat or in direct sunlight, I try to work in sections. In the video I show you the whole car working, but during the wash or when I'm detailing, I always do in sections, so this way none of the chemical dries on the car or there is no chemical spotting. After rinsing the car, it's time to foam the car, and that will break down all the remaining dirt that is on the paint. I use Chemical Guy's Max Suds car shampoo in an MJJC foam cannon, which is an amazing tool for washing cars. That means this foam cannon lays down some thick foams, and this is the most foam that I have gotten out of a foam cannon that I've previously owned. Then I take my soft detail brush and I go around all the crevices or the emblems that the car has, and all the nooks and crannies. I remove all the hidden dirt. This way the paint is ready for contact wash. Guys, all I can say is use quality tools and products when detailing your cars. These brushes that I got from Chemical Guys, they are amazing. I have used so many different detail brushes. They are just bad. They end up scratching your car. But these brushes that I got from Chemical Guys, I think one of the good products that I got from them is really nice. They're really soft. They're actual boar hairs, and they really are very smooth and gentle on your vehicle. Now it's time for the contact wash. I always use a soft mitt and 2-bucket method. For details that come my way, washing method always remains the same. That is, I start from the top to the bottom and always rinse the mitt after each panel. That means if I go down to the panel, I never come back up, or try not to come back up with the same mitt. I rinse it off, and all the cars that come to me, I treat them the same way no matter what the condition is, except when the vehicles are ceramic coated. These coatings are very expensive. Why I do this? Because customers, they spend a lot of money to get their car ceramic coated, and they want to keep it that way, that is swirl free and no marks, nothing. So this way I take care of ceramic coating a little bit differently. So I have total different set of mitts that are just for ceramic coating cars, and their drying towel as well. This way I reduce any chance of swirling or any marring on the paint as much as possible. So guys, always take care of ceramic coated cars, because if you damage, the customer may ask you to do the coating for them, which will end up being a free service. After the contact wash, now I decontaminate the whole paint where I use a clay mitt and an iron decon. Clay mitt is I foam down the car and I use a clay mitt to go over the paint. It covers a larger area, so it's faster than a clay bar, and this removes all the embedded contaminants. And then I spray down the iron decon. I did not record that process. That iron decon melts any iron particles that are onto the paint. It will just turn purple and you will start melting it away, and you can take a pressure washer and just wash it off. And after drying the car, I pull it into the garage and start the interior detail, and that is I do the paint correction as well. I did not focus too much on the interior this time. It was just a quick one, but you will get to see some extractions. After all the vacuuming, I move on to extracting all the seats because they appear to have some stains on them. After that, I move on to cleaning all the plastics with a steamer, which is a must-have tool for all detailers. Guys, this tool is so amazing. This steamer can actually break down all the dirt and the grime that is sticking to the plastic cup holders or the doors or anything, and it cuts the work in half. And you don't have to sit there with a detail brush and all-purpose cleaner going at it. This can just break down all that grime, and this steamer actually really works well on AC vents. You can just blow into one stream and it almost cleans out all the other ones as well. So guys, if you are looking for a steamer, go and get you one McCulloch steamer. They are really amazing. As I had mentioned earlier, this car was in for a full restoration detail. That means from the inside to the outside. So I also did the engine bay detail and the headlight restoration. The video link is in the description below if you have not seen it. I would recommend go see it, check it out, how the detail turned out. The engine turned out amazing, so did the headlights. For today's paint correction, these are the tools that I'm using: the Graphene multi-surface coating, my polishes and pads, and the Max Shine buffers. Now I start doing the paint correction, starting with all the glass first. This car is getting glass coating as well, so before that I need to make sure the glass is completely clean. I'm using Car Pro Seti glass, that is a polish and a cleaner. It comes with the rayon material pad, which is just made for glass and is not for paint. Do not use it on paint. Glass is more harder than paint and it's more forgiving, and the same method can be used with the polisher. When you have rayon pads that are made for the DA polish, you can use it on glass as well. It works the same. Here's how to use the seri glass with a DA polisher. This is how I did it. Whenever I'm doing paint correction or any sort of using a pad and a DA, I always prime the pad. That means I put a little bit of polish on the pad and I rub it into the pad, so that way there is no dry spots, and then I lay down 3 or 4 drops of polish onto the pad and I then spread it onto the glass and I buff it till the polish is almost finished on the glass. Car Pro asks to wash the glass after the polish, but I just sprayed water and I just wiped it off so that all the polish just came up. I didn't have time to go wash the car back and bring it back in. This product really cleans the glass well, but removing the scratches, I don't know, swirl marks did not come off that well, or I did not buff that much, I didn't know, but I need to work with it even more to learn about the product more. But today my main goal was to clean the glass as much as possible, make it as clean as possible before I lay down the ceramic coating. For polishing the paint, I always try different combos of pads and polishes to get the right feeling that is on the paint. That means I want to make sure how does the paint react to the pads and the polish that I'm using. It is always safe to do it that way. That means you should start from least aggressive and then scale up. I'm using safe methods to do paint correction. For this car, I'm using 3D one-step paint correction polish with an Chemical Guys orange medium cutting pad. This car had a lot of scratches, deep scratches and all that stuff. I was not very concerned of doing wet sanding to fix all that. This is a daily driver and I just wanted the paint to be enhanced. It was getting dull and I just wanted to bring the gloss back and then apply the ceramic coating, and this did the trick. And guys, these Max Shine DA polishers are really amazing. I have both the 3-inch and the 5-inch long throw polishers. Rupees was really out of my budget. I couldn't afford it at this time, but these polishers, guys, could not be any less. They have that slow start for safety and then they do an amazing job when they are on the paint. These polishers are so easy to use and they don't even feel that heavy vibration that I got from my previous Harbor Freight DA polisher. So if you are in the market looking for a good quality DA polishers, these are the best bets. For today's coating, I'm going to be using AndRem's graphic ceramic coating. This is a really good ceramic coating and it actually lasts for a long time. 7+ years, is that what they claim? I use a microfiber applicator to apply this coating onto the car, and I always apply in a cross hatch process so that any area that I'm working on is completely covered, and it is not an issue when you go to the next area and you overlap a little bit, but only make sure when you're buffing off the coating, make it even on all the areas so that way you don't have any high spots. I always start from top to the bottom. That means I work from the roof all the way to the bottom of the vehicle. If I work the opposite direction, that is going from the bottom to the top, when I'm working the top areas, my clothes can actually touch the coating and it cause a disturbance in there, maybe some streaks which are really hard to remove later on. This application is very simple. Apply the coating, wait for a few seconds or even couple of minutes depending on your temperature or your humidity in that area. When the coating flashes in the light or it shows some kind of colors, all you have to do is just buff it off and make the coating even. Do not get worried if the coating gets grabby for a few seconds. It will come off, balance off easy, but if you wait way too long, then the coating will get hard and it will get grabby and it may cause a lot of streaks and high spots, which will be a mess to take out later. After the graphene coating is onto the paint, now it's time to apply tire shine to all the tires and clean all the door jambs. Guys, this detail took me about 2 days to finish because this is a lot of prep work into applying the ceramic coating. And then I take the outro pictures. The pictures were a little bit shaky because it was very windy that day, so guys, do enjoy the videos, and the car came out amazing.